Platinum X here, Baldur's Gate 3. So, if you watched the previous, when I was in Act 2, after Last Light fell, apparently Rolan was not at the inn when it fell to Shadow after Isobel got taken. So you later encounter Rolan out in the Shadow Realm fighting a couple of shadows, and if you save him, he goes back to Last Light Inn. However, in this playthrough, there was no one left at Last Light Inn, so I was wondering what will happen with Rolan, where will he be? And he is still wound up at Sorceress Sundries in Baldur's Gate. So the question has been answered, will I see Rolan again? And here he is. Now, I'm not buying anything right now.
Please just make your purchase and go. I don't have energy for anything else. Be quick about it.
I'm not buying anything right now, but one of the most important things he sells is this hat of Charisma +2 up to a 22 Charisma. So this will give Will an even bigger bonus to his buying and selling prices because he has a 20 Charisma right now. I even have a 16, so it'll boost me up to 18, but I'm wearing the Warped Headband of Intellect for that 17 Intelligence. So this is something I will buy for Will to, make the selling prices even, buying and selling prices even better than they already are. So I can get up to a 16 persuasion with him right now using the necklace from the Myconids in the Myconid colony. After you finish after you kill Nier and bring the Nier's head back, you get that necklace, boost you to persuasion. Persuasion, if you look in the bottom left corner there, is what affects the discount prices. So again, it's charisma based, so that will bump it up another point. So that would make Will's max persuasion at this point, or with the hat, a 17 combined with that necklace from the Myconids. So again, I'm not buying anything right now because Will is not with me, and I haven't bought that hat yet. But this is something very important to remember, that any of these items here that you see that you want, aside from spells, any of these items, once you kill Leroican, Rolan is no longer available as a merchant. So you will no longer have access to any of these items. There will be a projection of Rolan after you kill Leroican. Or if Roland's not alive, there'll be a projection of Leroican that does continue to sell spells, but none of these items. So again, that hat, very important to make sure you get that before you continue on with, if you do choose to kill Leroican or not. And then you might be interested in this. I've never really seen use for it, but it is for a druid, and I split Shadowheart with druid. So I'm a 5th level cleric and 5th level cleric at this point. 5th level cleric, 5th level druid. So I'll go ahead and continue up to level 7 druid, 5th level cleric being level 12. So that armor does give high spell casting. It does have a low AC considering it is light armor though. But this thing does heal you as long as you're standing on plant growth. Now I specifically, personally rather, do not use plant growth simply because it bursts into flames even the moment it touches the slightest little candle flicker. Like the entire patch goes into flames. So I try to stay away from things that burst into flames with just the slightest little spark. So I don't really use plant growth, even though it is one of the, it slows movement down to like a quarter. So it's better than half. Like it's one of the best movement debuffs, but again, it just bursts into flames too easily. This does also give advantage on Constitution saving throws. So there's another bonus. So I mean, it does seem like a good armor set. It would be much better if it were medium, not light. Better armor class, that's just too low of an armor class. So I've never really used that. these would be much better if you can use them once every short rest, so that's better than a long rest, but I'm wearing gloves of dexterity to constantly have an 18 dexterity, so again, not really something I'm going to use. Now that could be good for Will, or not Will, but I'm going blank on his freaking name. The wizard, Gale. That could be a good item for Gale. Ring of Regeneration. Now that only works in combat. It doesn't work while you're just walking around the city. So that's something else I always buy, but I don't really use that much because, again, it only works in combat and it doesn't really do enough healing for it to be really much better than other rings that you might need to wear. I don't use monks. This is clearly for a monk. Anyway, so that's the items that Rolan has, and it answered the question, will Rolan be seen again after Act 2 when there was no one left at Last Light In? Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned in for more Shadowheart Honor Mode run.